Tonight, more than 120,000 people are being treated for COVID in America's hospitals. That's not just a record, but double the number of patients that were in hospitals at the peak of the outbreak in April. But there is some promising news. New data suggests the U.S. saw a decline in cases compared to 2 weeks ago. It's the first time that's happened in more than 3 months. More than 18.7 million cases have now been confirmed in the U.S., and more than 330,000 Americans have died. Here is CBS's Lilia Luciano.
With U.S. hospitals already overwhelmed and concerns about the new, far more infectious COVID variant now spreading in the United Kingdom, the CDC is cracking down, ordering all passengers to provide written documentation they've tested negative within the last 72 hours before leaving the UK and entering the United States. The Queen delivered a somber Christmas message to the lockdown nation.
Some mourning the loss of those dear to them, missing friends and family members, distance for safety. When all they'd really want for Christmas is a simple hug or a squeeze of the hand. If you are among them, you are not alone.
Some traditions carried on, although without the crowds.
In questo momento storico.
From the Vatican to the town of Bethlehem. Only a handful of parishioners were allowed inside Christmas Mass in Los Angeles, where every 10 minutes someone dies from COVID.
This is unprecedented.
Dr. Stephen Patterson says many of his current patients are in their 20s with no underlying conditions and now desperately ill. What should people be doing right now?
Think about those decisions that you make. Will I take my mask off here? Or will I decide that I would like to go out? We have to have everyone stay aware of that through the holidays and even beyond.
But the nation's airports are the busiest they've been since the start of the pandemic, and there are dire warnings of the surge to come. Researchers continue to estimate over 500,000 U.S. deaths by April. Despite that grim forecast, there are stories of triumph. This is Merlin Pambuan, an ICU nurse in Southern California who treated COVID patients, then became one. 4 months on a ventilator, 8 months fighting the virus inside the same hospital where she has worked for 40 years. Her message tonight to those who treated her and those now battling for their lives:
don't lose hope, just fight, fight.
Here at LAX, up to 3 nonstop flights still arrive every day from the UK. It's still unclear how effective the vaccines are against this new strain. And tonight we're learning about the first severe allergic reaction to the Moderna vaccine. It's a doctor from Boston. Major.
Lilia Luciano, thank you.